You wanna look at the camera? Yo, you gotta look at the camera. And then I start, bro. Who your fuck? I graduated with a 1.8 GPA. Oh, that's bro. I met this through Fortnite.
No, chill. Social media is hilarious because people get mad over anything.
Anything.
Most people's brains are fried.
We just saw that happen, bro.
And I went from $1,000 to 150. I'm like, damn.
Instantly, all the eyes, boom.
One side of my family was completely shitting on me for no reason.
Yo, like, nobody really owes you anything, and you have to work for all your own stuff.
I know it's hard, not anything in this life is like easy. You gotta build for that shit. If just being your own boss and making your own schedule.
But the part that does feel rewarding is being able to use that income, being able to use that money to actually do stuff for other people, right?
Being able to have my mom out has probably been like the most rewarding feeling I've had since I first started.
Once you start making money, they still don't care. I promise you guys, they don't care.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're here with our guys Joseph and Jason, and we got Tony here as well. We're just gonna talk about what made us want to start Amazon FBA and our whole journey as of right now. Because when it comes to starting any business out there, e-commerce, whatever business it is, we all have a why. We all have a reasoning behind it. So we're like, let's all sit down. Let's talk about what made us want to start and how our journey's been going so far and why we keep giving it our all every single day. So, what's up, Tony?
I would say the reason why I started is because of my mom. I grew up mostly with my mom, right? I know my whole life. She's always worked hard for me every day, right? And just seeing her struggle and knowing that I can just put a little bit of effort into this business, make a shit ton of money, and then help her out was the reason why I started. Being able to have my mom out has probably been like the most rewarding feeling I've had since I first started. I guess anything in general, just being able to see my mom, help her out with the bills, take her out to eat every week. Little things like that do mean a lot to me. That I can spend a lot of time with my mom. That business has given me. That's my wife. Double.
Or you?
Dude, to be honest, I started my business like from the time that I had started barbering. It was literally because I had nothing going for me. I mean, I was literally working at Chipotle, being a bum, scooping other people's rice and beans. I had to start somewhere, but I ordered some clippers on Amazon with my brother. I was like, yo, we're gonna get rich. Like, we're gonna become barbers together. He didn't do anything, to be honest. He didn't do jack shit. So it was just me cutting his hair instead of us being the barbers. We were supposed to open up a barbershop together, actually.
You and your brother?
Yeah, but that was the original plan.
When you start a business or whatever, when you start something, some people that you want to like scale up with and go with,
bro, they get left behind.
They get left behind.
They never start. Yeah. But eventually, I think like I always wanted to like just kind of prove that I had something going for myself. I didn't want to work a normal job, but I also knew that I wanted to make a lot of money. And growing up, like I was always taught, especially by my dad, being in like the army and stuff, that like, nobody really owes you anything, and you have to work for all your own stuff. So if you want to make something yourself, or if you want anything out of life, if you want to be able to buy this or buy that, you got to work for it. And there's as simple as that.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, but you guys, Joseph, Jason, I know you guys are friends. Like, talk to me. How's everything?
Yeah, but at least for me, it's mostly financial freedom. But for the reason being, I guess, because I wasn't born here, but I was born back in Madura.
Oh,
yeah, and so like I've been here for like 6 years, almost like 7. So I guess it's mostly like just to enjoy life, bro.
Nice. And you're how old? 17, right?
I just turned 18.
Oh, you just 18, and you just graduated, right?
And I just graduated a year ago.
How do you feel? Like,
honestly, bro, it doesn't really feel real, bro. Cause bro, it's been like 2 days, mostly 2 days since I turned 18, and then a day, bro, since I graduated. So
yeah,
it's like a whole new chapter, bro.
Awesome. What about you, Jason?
Yeah, just from leeching off from Joseph, what he said, financial freedom was like, this is crazy to think about, as well as like entrepreneurship, being your own boss. Just sounds amazing, I know it's hard, not anything in this life is like easy. You got to build for that shit. If just being your own boss and making your own schedule, especially with Amazon FBA, where you can like delegate a lot of shit, just sounds amazing. And it's something that I'm just willing to like, put a lot of work in.
How long you been again now for?
For 3 months.
3 months. And you Joseph 3 months too, right?
Awesome. Yeah, we started at the same time. I think we invested at the same time.
It's fine, bro. And what would you say, like, how is it when it comes to having someone around you like Joseph and you, Joseph, having someone like Jason with the same mindset, same goals? What does it actually do to you guys?
Well, it's like, how the Bible verse, Proverbs, 27:17, how iron sharpens another person, like having that close circle. Like, think about it. If your whole friend group is a bond, you're going to become a bum. You know, me and him started the gym at around the same time. He lost 50 pounds. I lost 70 pounds. We started Amazon at the same time. We both are growing. You know, it's amazing having somebody to push each other on.
Oh, if you don't mind me asking, how did y'all meet?
Shoot.
But it's like, you know, it's crazy, but bro, I met this through Fortnite or there.
So like you met him on Fortnite and you just saw him in person one day?
No, so I've looked first because when I got here, bro, basically it's straight up from the pueblo, but straight up from the rancho, bro. Like I got here, bro, and I met this one dude at school, right? He was friends with him. We're still friends, you know. Still talk to him, but he was friends with him, you know. I started playing Fortnite with bro. Then he invited him, and yeah, it just started.
It just started
From the Yaris met up.
Yeah,
That's tough.
But then the gym created a stronger relationship, you know?
Yeah.
It's pretty tough.
Oh yeah, so the gym. I mean, how long you guys been, bro? Your transformation has been crazy, Jason. I've been looking, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it, brother. I just started posting a lot more because, you know, this gym is something I have a big passion for.
For sure.
Dude, it's like last year I was weighing at 220. Now I'm like at 150. So it's pretty crazy. That's why people change. Like, you know, people treat you differently. You know, a lot more with more respect too, especially if you have a frame or like have a little bit of muscle. Because you got to think about it. You see a jacked person, bro, you're like, bro, you already know what type of work you put in. So, like, you know, when you talk to him, you hold him in a higher value compared to like a Churkuni. You know?
That's why you can't like see Benjamin.
Oh right.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
like I think something that I think all of us in here can relate to because we all lift and go to the gym is more so like, especially when I first started. Well, let's take it back like a year ago plus when I wasn't really doing anything, or I was just working my job, going to school, full-time college student, full-time job on the side. I'd get my hair cut by this guy right here, right? This guy would cut my hair, and you'd be like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Like, what do you plan on doing? All this stuff. And I'd tell him, like, I hate school. I don't want to do school. Like, I don't know what to do in my life, right?
Clothing brand.
I started a clothing brand, but it's not something I actually really wanted to do, right? And I guess I was just kind of filling in the void of like feeling left out, or just feeling like I'm actually doing something productive when I had no passion behind making clothes or all that stuff, right? And then I kind of just realized that like we have this discipline at the gym, do we not? Like we go every single day, we're lifting weights, we push ourselves to failure, and we consistently show up every single day, even when we don't feel like showing up, right? So we already have a higher leverage point compared to the average person who doesn't lift, who doesn't have that discipline. We have that discipline in us. So it's a matter of just implementing that to a certain niche when it comes to business. And it's gonna be the same thing over time, compounding. You're gonna grow and grow and grow, and you get results as you grow, right? So like with the gym and play and like your business, would you say the discipline you had in the gym definitely helped scale your business as it's going right now?
100%. It transfers because, like you said, you build that discipline. You could just
Correct.
use that same discipline for high leverage, you know, skills. You know, you just start building that skill day over, just like the gym, you know. Like the first day of the gym, you don't know shit. And then over time, from the first experience, you know what to do for your second experience. And the same thing applies to business, you know. Over time, you just learn what to not to do and learn what to do, you know.
Yeah.
that it was, bro, at the start when you go to the gym, but you don't really see progress, bro. And that's mostly over time. And it's the same thing with business, bro. You're not gonna get like a 10K week, bro. The first week you started doing Amazon, bro.
Exactly.
I'm gonna speak a little bit because I'm not really a big gym bro. I don't know if y'all could tell, but I do go sometimes. But I guess my history comes from more soccer, right? I played soccer my whole life. I would say I was pretty good. I would say like above average. I was gonna go play in college. However, my GPA was absolutely terrible in high school. I graduated with a 1.8 GPA. Right? So you best believe every fellow was like, what the fuck is this? Like, you're good at soccer, but like you can't play, like, because you just will make into it faster, right? But I think growing up, I did have really strong discipline when it came to just sports, which in this case would be soccer. I started playing when I was like 4 years old, right? And I think that probably was my biggest heartbreak, which is when it didn't work out, obviously, because that was kind of my lifelong dream, right? But I think that is what kind of pushed me to get into the business space and actually discipline myself in that way, just to kind of escape from the pain of like, not making it work. However, like now I'm building up another dream that I can actually do this time and put everything into. That's kind of where I come from.
Yeah, gym, sports, anything that requires you to implement yourself every single time to get better, because there's competition around you. Yeah, at gym, people who are leaner, bigger, and just look better than you. At sports, people who are either at like higher, we call divisions, levels, whatever it is, you got to compete with that in order to get your starting position. Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing with business, right? Competition, especially in the e-commerce space, in the FBA space, just thousands of people signing up every single day. You guys know that, right? Thousands of people want to become sellers, want to make money online, want to do the e-com space. But then what differentiates you from all those thousands of people is actually sticking through it, learning the systems behind it, right? We can dive into like ungating, seller history, so all that stuff is important. And as a beginner, someone who doesn't understand how to do that effectively, if what makes them quit within like the next 2-3 weeks, even the first month of not seeing results, they quit, right? So it's just a matter of sticking through it, just like sports, just like gym. Stick through it, results will come.
Dude, it's like what Argel was saying. Like, you're always gonna have a different reason to start. Like, for me, the reason I started taking barbering serious was because I realized that I wasn't good at anything. Like, I always tell people, like, you can have one reason for starting off, like, and it could be a stupid reason. Like, you can start business and get into business and be motivated to make a lot of money from cutting hair or whatever, just because of something dumb, right? Like, for me, I just wanted to make money. I wanted to feel like, you know, if I made a lot of money, I would have some type of value to give, or I would be worth something if I made money. Now that's no longer my why behind why I do what I do. I have bigger reasons why. I want to get back to my family. I want to be able to support a future family. I want to be able to put myself, like, you know, in the most like secure, wealthy spot I possibly could. That wasn't the reason I started. The reason I started was because I wanted to show off that I was making a lot of money. And that's a perfectly valid reason. It's not sustainable. It's not a good reason, but it's what got me to my first 10 and 15K month at 18 years old. So it's like, it was good enough to get me to where I needed to go. And then later on, you know, I kind of switched and actually improved.
Yeah, definitely. And building off that, bro, I mean, what do you say when it comes to like hitting these record months, hitting your first $10,000 month is cool, right? It's cool and all. Then 15 comes along, then 20, then 25, then 30, then 35, and then 40, then 45, 50, you name it, right? It gets to a point where like numbers are just numbers, so, you know?
Numbers become numbers on a screen. And it's like, I was telling you this the other day. When we did that day, when we were another record day. And I was like, honestly, like, seeing numbers come in, doing record days, I don't feel anything. But the part that does feel rewarding is being able to use that income, being able to use that money to actually do stuff for other people, right? I didn't feel any type of dopamine, any type of accomplishment from the money that I made in that day until my dad had texted me and he was like, yo, let's do this to the car. Let's do this and this. And I was able to respond to him and be like, let's do it tomorrow, right? Me 2 years ago, that kind of money, thousands of dollars on a mod for an M3, that's expensive, right? I wouldn't have been in the position to just be like, let's do it tomorrow. Let's put 4, 5, 6K down on a car repair, right? We got to save up and save up. And so when people talk about financial freedom, to me, it's not really about like showing off. It's not about flexing. It's not about like a high-rise apartment in Miami. It's literally just like, you know, can you do things like that? Can you handle things where it's like, hey, you know, the pet might have to go to the hospital. Boom, I got it. My car needs a repair. I got it. You know, I have enough money in my investment account to be able to sustain myself for a long, long, long time, even if the business slows down. And to me, that is what I value way more than kind of spending my money on the useless things I used to want.
100%, bro. Yeah. And then I think, again, with like the numbers and everything, you could hit record days. You could hit $5,000 in a day, $2,000 in a day, $10,000 in a day, or even more than that. And it just gets to the point where like you said, bro, your conception of money gets so fucked. And I'm sure you guys can feel the same way with like Amazon. When you guys hit your first like $1,000 week, $2,000 week, $3,000 week, right?
Yeah.
Like you just want more. Like, or in the sense you want more. And it just kind of like, fuck, like this isn't nothing compared to like, let's say when you guys started 3 months ago, you guys hitting probably like $1,000 week on Amazon will be like huge, right? As be like, oh, that's what I want to do. And now, like, if you guys hit $1,000 this week, what would that make you feel? Like, it's nothing, right? Doing shit.
Exactly. Because you set up new higher highs, you know what I mean?
100%.
Basically, it's like, you know, moving the goalposts.
Yeah.
As you get farther, you just constantly keep moving the goalposts. You know, you got your stepping stones and then you got your North Star. You know what I mean? That's how I'd be telling people. Your North Star is sometimes you want to achieve like 6 to 8 months or some shit. Yeah. Stepping stones are what are going to get you there. Because at the end of the day, people are so focused on the big wins, but in reality, it's the small wins that get you to that point you already need.
Yep.
So just stacking up them small wins, and over time, that big one is going to hit, you know?
Yeah. And now with like 6 months throughout the year already, right? We're halfway there. I'm sure we can all take a look back. Like we all had New Year's resolution goals, like all these stuff we wanted to accomplish. Now we got 6 more months left to the year. What are you guys trying to do? Like some goals? What do you guys want to accomplish within the next 6 months? What do you guys see yourself at with your business?
For me, for sure, I want to hit my first 6-figure month with Amazon.
Easy.
With a 15 to a 20% profit margin, 100%. And it's doable right now. Because it's just all about delegating your time in a where you got your time spending. Because at the end of the day, what you need is time. People think you got a lot of time, especially younger people. But in reality, time flies like nothing. Where are we 6 months into the year? If you said, if you don't pay attention, time's just going to creep up and
Definitely.
completely fly by.
Yeah, for sure. Let me add real quick something I tell all of my clients, right? Like, how old are you, bro?
19.
My age, you're 19. You're always just turned 18, right? You're still young. You're 21, and you're turning. No, chill. It's like there's gonna be a time when you're like 30, you're 35, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't do shit when you're young, there's gonna be a time where you're just kind of like you're 35, you have bills to pay, you have kids to feed, and you're gonna be like, damn, like, I could go back to when I was younger, so I can actually fix the way I did things, so I can actually provide a better future for my family. In which case, we are that age right now that you wish you were, right? We're all young as shit, right? Which is why I always tell my clients, like, you're this young with barely any responsibilities. Why are you guys not taking full advantage of your age and your time? Because you're not going to have this time, this flexibility 10 years from now, 5 years from now, even maybe. Right? Something I tell everybody is you need to value your time a lot more as a person, especially when you're going into business. 100%. It's not John versus.
So even add on to that, like just the benefit of getting to like experience what it's like to like actually have a lot of financial freedom at such a young age is like insane, right? Like you're only gonna be this young once, like you said, and it's like even me being able to, like be able to drive the car I always wanted to drive, or like take my parents to certain places, traveling, right? Even I'm 20 years old. I moved out when I was 19. Like I was kind of realized like as I grew my business, I realized more and more the need for my own space. It's not for everyone, but I wanted to move out. And so me having the financial ability to be like, boom, let me move out in 2 weeks from now, and I was good, right? That was like such an important thing. It's like you're only going to experience that, like, like the only reason that we can experience what we experience at this age is because we have money, right? If we didn't have money, we'd be limited by so many things, right? Most people don't stay with their parents in this day and age because they want to, right? They just simply don't have the financial capacity to, and they have to work a job for years and years and years and years until someone tells them that, hey, you've done your dues, you've put in enough time, now I'm going to give you a raise and you're going to get a little bit more money. With us, it's like the more work we put in, the more we make, right? And if we start slacking, well, then that's when it's on us and it's going to go downhill. But the thing about running a business is you are in complete control of what happens, right? If you want to work really hard and work like 1%, you're going to get paid like the 1%, right? Even now with me, looking to move into a house at 20, it's like, people are like, how is this 20-year-old even making enough money to afford a house? Like, when I go to rent from these people, the people that I'm renting from are like confused. They're like, how the fuck? This guy's a barber? Like, how's he making this much money? They're so confused. They're even like suspicious. So it's like, it's just funny because it's like people would be so surprised, but it's more and more common every day that there's young people with money that are running it up with their own businesses that didn't get a handout, that didn't get something inherited.
Yeah.
And especially with the internet, like with online, it can start from nothing.
Exactly. I mean, internet. I think one thing that I love, I don't know if you guys can relate, but something that I relate with like a lot of other people I talk to is when it comes to starting your online business and coming from parents who don't understand the online world. I don't know how your parents are, but for me, I know BDB, right? And you, Anthony, like when we first started that online business and told our parents about it, they don't really believe it, really. They don't believe it in a sense. Like, sure, I'm not saying they're gonna like, hate on you or stuff. No, definitely not. But more so, like, they can't wrap their head around it. Just like 99% of people out there, that there is an amount to be made, and you can do so much more than that, right? Especially nowadays with the internet. Because think about it, they come from a whole era, a whole generation where they couldn't grab their phones, grab a laptop, and then create an account on whatever business it is and just start making money, posting content, doing all that stuff. They couldn't do that. Yeah. So when it comes to like just doing it, this kind of touches up on like with parents and then friends. None of them are really gonna understand until you make it happen, right? None of them until you show your actions, because everyone can speak. Hey, I want to do this. I'm gonna make this happen. I'm gonna get this car. I'm gonna make this much in like in a month. I'm gonna give all this stuff back to my loved one. Everyone can say that. Everyone wants the financial freedom. Name a person who doesn't want it, right? Everyone would love that life. However, very few people actually make it happen because they understand that it's all about actions, right? It's all about actually showing it up and making it happen.
And also, like, it's all about what you show, right? So, like, I used to tell you, I remember you used to be like, bro, my parents this, my parents that. And I would tell you the same thing. I'd just be like, bro, like, at this point, just don't even tell people your plans. Don't even tell your parents what you're going to do because there's no point, right? It's just going to instill more doubt into you. And I've seen people in business who listen to their parents too much and it gets into their head, unfortunately, right? And they tell their parents everything. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then they tell their parents so much that their parents end up talking them out of it and they don't do shit.
Yeah.
And that's the reality for a lot of people who don't have enough conviction in themselves or don't have enough belief in themselves. They get talked out of certain things by other people. And it's like, dude, if one person is doing it, why can't you do it? Or at least for me, I saw all these barbers online charging like $100 a haircut. I saw somebody my age charging $75 a haircut being in high school in the DMV area. And I was like, bro, if this kid can do it, like, why not me? Right? Exactly. Like, shout out my boy Chris Blends, bro. I was like, dude, what makes this guy any different than me? He's 25 minutes down the street, younger than me, doing it. Why can't I do it? Right? And then when you tell people, it's like the first thing is, oh, it's fake, it's this, it's that. Like, people will genuinely come up with literally any reason why you're not actually doing what you say, or why, like, people will genuinely come up with any reason why they can't do something instead of just admitting that it's possible. Because it's a lot easier for them to discredit somebody else than to just take full accountability and be like, hey, like, I could do this, I just don't want to, or it's too hard. Like, they would rather just discredit it and tell you why it's false, why it's impossible, why the person got lucky, anything but actually just taking accountability and like realizing that you can't really do anything, right? And so it's like, back to parents, it's just better just to show them, right? Like, they're never gonna believe. And the thing is, the other thing that I'll say is, especially if you're doing e-com, whatever, once you start making money, they still don't care. I promise you guys, they don't care. You can show them the screen, and you can show them the payout, right? I showed my dad a 5K payout from TikTok. I was like, Dad, look, I made this in one night. 5K payout for my TikTok video. I did millions of views. And he was like, cool. He didn't care, right? You know what did impress my dad? You know what did finally start to change his mind, though? When he saw me, not even when he saw me move out, when it had been a year. When it hit a year of me living on my own. And I never had to ask him to buy me food. He never paid my rent. He never paid my bills. When I hit 1 year of sustaining myself, and I was able to live completely independent on my own from ages 19 to 20, and he came over to my apartment, and he was like, damn, like, kind of gave me a little, he doesn't really give me congratulations. That was the only time he gave me a little acknowledgement. He was like, you did it. Like, I didn't need to go back in with him. I didn't go broke. I didn't need to do any of that, right? And so you can show people a number on a screen, show your parents a number on a screen, but what legitimizes you is people seeing proof, what you do with your money, right? One more example even, right? Like, people talk about cars. I have the Supra. I like the Supra, right? But it's like, people always would, like, bro, every other barber would discredit me. Every other barber would tell me, oh, I heard BDB doesn't get any clients. I heard BDB doesn't really make the money that he makes. I heard BDB doesn't really charge $100. When I got the Supra and I pulled up to the barbershop, nobody said shit. Nobody said anything anymore. When I pulled up to the barbershop, they see the Supra outside. All of a sudden, it's like, yo, bro, can I come work for your barbershop? Oh, yo, bro, I want to be a part of your barbershop now. Before, it was like, oh, he's not doing it. He's not doing it. He's not doing it. It's all online. He's all talk.
Yeah.
When people see proof, physical proof, they need to see not even just a payout, not even just a screen, not even just I made X amount. They need to see you actually using that money. They need to see real concrete proof.
That hurts. Yeah.
Yes.
So what was your other experience like with y'all's parents?
Well, you can go first, Joseph.
Bro, because for me, yesterday, since I graduated yesterday, but they were asking me what I was going to do, right? I should have told them, like, I'm not going to college, but that's... Oh, you guys should have seen that face they gave me. He was there. Bro, they were shit out. You have to go. You have to. I was like, there's no point. I'm already making money on my job,
Yeah.
And I told him, too, because, bro, when I hit the 10K a month, bro, I showed my dad, I was like same thing.
It'd be like, oh, how long is this going to last for? Like, that type of attitude.
And at the same time, but I'm already making money on my job, It was like, same thing. He just gave me the knot, and that was it, But there's nothing you can do. Like, genuinely, you just gotta show them, Like,
Just celebrate for more, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they live what, 40, 50, maybe even 60 years the old way of not having all that money, what makes you think you got some change in 1 year? If that, not even like a couple months. Like this last year, sorry. What about you, Jason? What was your
So okay, so I'm gonna add off to what Bretzel said. So basically, a lot of people, social media is just an echo chamber. At the end of the day, people can't form their own opinions. You know, you gotta keep in mind most people's brains are fried. Yeah, you gotta have some Subway surface into like any type of video for people to even pay attention. You know what I mean? But for me, my reasoning or what my family thought about it, I guess my dad was supported. Okay, that's a good part. My dad was supported, but one side of my family was completely shitting on me for no reason.
Really?
Yeah, like for no reason. Especially it was my aunt.
Be like that. It's always the one on.
Bro,
it's always the
no,
one on the
facts,
hating
facts,
his auntie,
bro. Bro, she was just, because I was posting online, right? Because I'm really transparent with my profit margins and all that shit.
That's good.
She was like, you got to stop with that, you know, blah, 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 this and that. There's no point of you telling your numbers. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'm just showing people what you could me while managing a full-time job, going to the gym, meal prepping, doing your chores, and managing a business. You know, that's the whole point of my Instagram account, to show people what's possible up in there. But then you got social media, like you said, you get a lot of backlash for no reason, because just because somebody said this, the other person says the same thing without doing even no proper research on the topic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, social media is hilarious because people get mad over anything.
Anything.
Like, when I posted that I was charging $100 a haircut, every single comment was just shitting on it. They're like every single comment, just because over a social media post of my business. Like, people will genuinely get mad when you post your business. Like, people don't like seeing other people do good, and that's just how it is.
It's like a defense cap, like a defense
Yeah,
system,
it's
you know? It's just projecting. They can't.
It's just code, yeah.
It's just cope, like you said. You know, we have the same time, the same 24 hours. People are just not willing to put in the work. So it's that.
Yeah, and it's like back to what you guys said, when it comes to like when you start something, there's always someone that like close to you, right? Aunt, cousin, whatever it is, some family member that like has some sort of grudge against you when you start. And for me, it was more so it was like friends I had, right? And some cousins that I had. It's just crazy to like look back and just think that like people you really thought were like, you know, your good friends, your people and all that stuff, they're always gonna secretly hate. And they'll never be straight up to you with like to your face, but like you'll hear rumors.
Always
Hear rumors.
It's like the same that our get FBA has.
What's my good idea? Say it. It be your own.
No, but it's true. It's true. It's like, bro, especially as a barber, if you're a barber, you work in a barber shop, everyone knows, like, when you start making videos, like, you guys would see, I would be the only one in the shop recording videos, instantly all the eyes, boom,
Yeah.
on whoever's recording.
I'd be getting cut by you and like everyone looks at me, I'm like,
And in the background, they'd be like, they'd be laughing, like, pointing, like, oh, this dude's really doing a video. But it's like, bro, and then not only are like the other barbers laughing, they hating, but then they get the clients in the chair to start laughing too, and it's just like the worst thing. It's like, that's why I created like my own shop too now, because it's like, it's so important to be in an environment where you can actually grow, like you said, like iron sharpens iron, like being around like-minded people. Like, bro, I'll be damned if that happened in my barbershop, bro. It doesn't happen. We don't allow it to happen because the people that we let into Top Floor Cuts are all on the same page. They're all like-minded. They're all looking to grow. They're all looking to market themselves on social media. They're all looking to scale. And when they see somebody else doing well, when they see Seth pulling up to the shop in his BMW M2, or they see me in the Supra or whatever, right? Or they just see, oh yeah, like, you know, we have a group chat, we have a wins chat. When they see like, yo, I just did a 1K day today. Yo, I just did a $500 day today. When they see that, nobody's hating. Everyone's motivated. Everyone's going harder. Everyone's working harder. And so that's the type of winning environment that you honestly like need that to succeed. And it would be really, really hard to succeed without a winning environment like that.
yeah.
100%. You need to get that proof of concept, because, man, if you try to build something with around the people, like basically your like old friend group, because me and Joseph, man, dude, we just talk to each other. That's all. I'm gonna be so for real. We don't talk to anybody else, because you just start to realize that like you start talking about other people. It's not no ego shit. It's just the truth.
Definitely.
You know, you just start talking about your goals or like what you want to do, and just people just
You can't relate. Like,
that
feel like a stupid conversation.
That can compliment. You know what I mean? It's just kind of sucks. But that's where you start like just petting people, because after high school and shit, bro, it's just Man, most of these people, bro, it's just better to cut them off. They're just bringing you down.
That conversation is be awkward too. Like sometimes it kind of feels like flexing. It's like I don't even want to flex. I just want to be able to talk about like what I'm doing. But it just feels like you're trying to flex on them, and then it's like it's awkward.
And the thing about that is see, when you talk to people from high school or just in general, the first thing they bring up is your business. They always and they want to know, and then when you tell them, then they're like, oh, like you're flexing. You know what I mean? Like,
Be like, how
like they always want to bring it up first.
hey, what's the most amount of money you ever made?
Exactly.
Oh,
Hey,
let
let's
me talk about
see.
you.
And then when you like say anything, apparently you're flexing and you're like better than everybody, right? Which is why I just avoid those people as a whole.
It's cool, bro. Yeah, like you go back to the gym that you go back to your old gym or whatever. You see eye to eye, go, yo, bro, how much money you made? How's your barbershop, bro? What's the most you ever made in a day? Like, bro, for
shit. Nah, that's but yeah.
I saw your TikTok that you posted, bro. Can you put me on?
Yeah. Alright, bro. We just saw that happen, bro.
That I said word for word
At
at
the
the fucking
at
gig,
the Bolivian,
at the
bro.
Bolivian gig. I
Johnny
saw your
said it's
TikTok you
YouTube.
posted, bro. Trying to put me on.
Literally, it's so fries.
With you guys, Joseph and Jason, I know you guys started posting content like what, like a month, 2 months now ish. You, Joseph, you're relatively new. Talk to me. You guys had it like a week. Yeah, bro. Posting yourself out there, like, what do you think that really does to you?
Well, it builds a confidence. You
Yeah.
speak more clearly too, because I have
You
a
learn how
sales
to
job.
speak. Yeah.
Let me tell you, I have a sales job, and Joseph knows about this. I used to work 5 to 6 days, and bro, I'm working only 3 to 4 days, and I'm making more than when I was working 5 to 6 days. You just build this confidence, and you become more clear with your words. Like, first people are too scared to like put on the camera and record themselves because people think, holy shit, what is this person going to think? But in reality, everybody's ego driven. Everybody thinks about their home some. So the reality, like, just post your own self. Just do shit, because nobody's going to think about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, recording content is such crazy leverage because, like, not only does it make you better, you guys look 2 years ago or 4 years ago at the videos I made, I did not sound like this. I was mumbling. I was talking like a white. I was talking like a YM, bro. Like, I couldn't speak properly. I couldn't even speak proper English. But, like, within years and years and years, like, my vocabulary has improved, my tonality has improved, my speaking has improved. I feel more confident when I communicate with people, and I know that when I say something, people are gonna understand what I'm saying. You see me talk with my hands, like it's sales, like you said too, right? Like
Yeah.
when I started doing haircut videos, I was too shy to even show my face on the camera, and then I started talking, I started doing consultations, and I got better and better and better. And eventually, when I started my agency for barbers, I got into sales as well, and I had to learn sales, and I had to get sales training, and I had to learn all these valuable skills. So at the end of the day, content, sales, all skills like that improve your speaking, literally the highest leverage thing you could do. Right, getting better at speaking, getting better at communicating, it's only going to make people take you more seriously, and it's only going to benefit you if you get better at communicate yourself.
Definitely. Plus, bro, if you put yourself out there too, bro, let's say you want to get attached on, but if you put it out there, bro,
You gonna have to get it done,
Yeah. You don't have it because you get pressure.
Nah, yeah, shit.
get that shit done, bro. Because, I started at road of 30K a month, right, bro?
Now it's like, damn, bro. I got this shit. I gotta do it every single day. And it's like, bro, cause I think it was like 3 days ago, I had like a $150 day. And I went from $1,000 to $150. I'm like, damn, bro. It's just so fast, bro.
It's part of the game, though, bro. I mean, you gotta post your highs, your lows and your highs.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're always gonna have lows. Yeah, so they're always gonna have lows.
100%.
Okay.
Brazil.
Where do you guys see yourself in like 6 months from now? What do you guys want to be doing? Working, driving, all that?
Definitely quit my job. I'm slowly quitting my job by now. Like I told you, I was going from 5 to 6 days. You gave me that Joseph because he got me for location and shit. Like, I drive around.
Yeah, cut
Then
that
Tom
out.
would
Them and the
me-
brigade, bro.
Oh, shit.
I got everybody's location here.
Chill. It's just love. Brother love. Chill. But, like, yeah, I was driving around the entire DMV. It's just cleaning and shit. And, I slowly start taking days off, First, I was working 6 days, now 5, now 4. Now I'm on 3. It's going amazing. I'm planning on quitting my job within like the start of next year or anytime sooner, Definitely I want to get a F82 by next year.
So what that 82?
Yes, but that's my goal, bro.
That's my Clay. You hop on that car? Yeah. I think with Q4 coming around for you guys, right? It's gonna be your first Q4.
Yes, sir.
How you guys feeling?
Bro, excited, man. We're getting auto-gated on everything, so it's just weird.
Yes, sir. Let me tell you guys something. As someone who's gone through a Q4, you guys put yourself in such a perfect and higher leverage position compared to the individuals who are starting during late Q3 and individuals who are going to start during Q4. especially in the Amazon space and the e-commerce space, Q4 is a time where you want to already understand how to sell, how to use the systems and how to leverage your time the most when it comes to selling all these different items, right? So you guys already started 3 months back, 4 months back. You guys now have Q3 right around the corner, 3 more months. There's no reason why easily you guys shouldn't be doing at least more than like 30, 40, 50, even 6 figures a month during Q4. It's gonna be the easiest thing, because think about it. Sales right now, you guys are doing roughly, I think, 20 something.
Oh yeah, 30, almost 30
Okay.
last month.
That perfect during Q2. And then you did your first 10Ks, and now you're on the road for what, like 20, 30? So whenever the next 30 hit, exactly. So awesome, right? During Q2. Imagine what you're gonna do during Q4. If you have the capability to do 20K months during Q2, which is the slow season during Amazon, imagine where you're gonna be during Q4. It's gonna be crazy.
Phenomenal, man.
It's gonna be crazy, right? Oh yeah. So I want to see all you guys scale. I think we all have the capability to do all the record months, and we all have the ability to literally accomplish anything we want, right? And
100%.
it's just a matter of putting your mind to it, showing up every single day, like you said, iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
Have yourself with like-minded people. You're gonna fucking see how it go. Well, yeah, guys, appreciate you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We all just sat down with the room of now 18 to 21. We're all in this this group. Just a little yap sesh, right? Where we go ahead and talk about how our journey has been with business and everything. And I think it's fair to say in this room we've all done total revenue of like over what, 300K, 400, even 500. It's crazy.
We're over 500.
Over 500 damn revenue, all of this stuff. But I'll go ahead and leave everyone's socials down below. Go ahead and follow us and just follow along our journey, guys. 6 more months for the next 6 more months for the new year. We're all gonna do crazy numbers, promise.
100%. That's 100%.